what we are aiming at. Hydro, Mr. Prasad gave a fantastic overview. 59,000 megawatt is in distress, out of which 70% is because of the developers who used to blame NGOs and social organizations, that Chipko movement or some other movements, whatever it is. Because of the developers, they have not been honest and true. They have taken, I'm sorry sir, because you have been leading NHPC. Developers in the hydro sector has taken the country for a ride. They have come with such ridiculous quotes, and they had never any intel projects. Focus was something different. Why suddenly the high storage dams were bypassed and run of the river schemes became, I'm sure Mr. Prasad might speak to us. Why we cannot have Lavasa type townships built around these high storage dams? Just see, I mean, you shared that was how Tehri saved Hardwar and Rishikesh. Why we have suddenly stopped high storage dam development in the country? Solar, 1 lakh megawatt, fantastic. You know, recently, just about 5 days back, I read that developers in the solar project have a different project. They are real estate developers. So on every end, we are trying to cheat the Indian citizen, whether the guys who are ruling us, the guys who are developing the projects. I do not understand, sir, what's happening. Finance of renewable energy, have you gone to the poor person who wants to set up a biogas plant? 34% of the project cost is because only how to service the capital that he takes. 14% is the capital cost. I don't know at what rate Vijay Mallya got for Kingfisher. 14% you are charging with a payback period of 7 years for a poor developer who wants to set up a biogas plant, and you want renewable to be a 1 lakh megawatt success. Someone is dreaming differently somewhere. Let's face it, 63, 65 years down the line after independence, we have cheated our own selves. We are commercializing each and every aspect. Today coal, tomorrow water, maybe air later on. I mean, without understanding, when we are not prepared to pay 2.5 to a unit, how we are going to, I mean, any developer who has only 34 blocks have enriched government by 2 lakh crores. He is not going to give it from his pocket. It's going to reflect in the tariff schemes. So there are so many things. I'm sure it is much better to listen to Mr. Verma, because these people have been shaping our power policies over the years. Let's listen to them and say that where they have failed, or what were the directions they have set which are not being implemented. I think, Professor Ayer, it's much better you call the veterans who have set the power sector direction for the country. Let's listen to them. What did they set for the country? We have the developers, we have the authorities, planners, everyone. So let them come and say what they said, and was it dreaming, or has it actuality in what they had planned and thought. Thank you, gentlemen.
I am immediately calling Vermaji, because let us understand this new animal called the grid code. So let us hear Vermaji, what he has for the grid code and what is happening to the country, why we are not able to succeed in this sector.
Thank you, Professor Iyer. I know him since very long, but we never came so close as this time. I must thank him that he is organizing such an open discussion on this. So Prasad and Ashwani did touch the realities which are happening, but we should be conscious about it. It's a shame that we have 268,000 megawatt today in the country, and we say that we are short of power 3%, 5%, 4%. We're not able to meet 150,000 megawatt of power demand which we have today. Lots of people are not having availability of power, and you rightly said in the morning that the connections we have given, but no supplies in those stations. Why it has happened like that? Number one, that as we said, that we are not honest to ourselves, we are cheating ourselves. On one hand, the industry is hoping that government will give subsidy, government will give incentives, and the rate of interest shall be reduced and all those things. Where from the government will bring all this? Now, I want to touch upon this renewable source of power, the solar and wind. This wind is being sold in this country 6 crores per megawatt. Government has given 90% accelerated depreciation in the first year itself on the capital. When I was there, I was able to influence the planning commission to withdraw this 100% depreciation in winds. The gentleman here is also demanding that it is on performance. Why not without performance? Now, the wind stations which were installed on that 100% depreciation, do you know how much of them are working? Even 50% were not working. They installed something, went away with this depreciation, recovered all their costs, and they cheated the country. The developers in this nation are anti-national, let me tell you. I am not afraid of telling you all this. There is so much of theft of electricity in this country. Who steals? The industry steals the majority of the power in the country. And you come to us that give us subsidy? What for? Wind power, have you ever seen a windmill? You would have seen. Is there a comparison of the plant and equipment and the cost which has gone in a conventional thermal power station? There is a boiler, there is a turbine, there is a coal handling plant, water treatment plant, instrumentation, control, and so much of steel has gone into your alloy steel and all this. That costs 3 crores per megawatt. Why windmill should be cost 6 crores per megawatt? It continues to happen. Windmill today should not cost more than 0.5 to 1 crore per megawatt. I have gone into this. I have asked them, wind manufacturers, give me a breakdown of your price. It is easy to work out the scientific price of this piece of equipment. How much material has gone into this? How much engineering has gone into this? What is the control? What is the instrumentation? How much electronics has gone? But nobody listens because there is 100% depreciation. CWET, MNRE, there is an MNRE in this country. Most unprofessionally organized. Those who are sitting and deciding, they don't understand. They think that, somebody was saying that the solar, they are the estate agents. There are lipstick manufacturers who have come for solar power plant installation in this country. This solar costs very high. The cost of the solar generation is 8 rupees, 6 rupees, 8 rupees, and we set a tariff of 15 rupees consciously at that point of time to encourage them. But nobody bothers. Everybody wants subsidy, everybody wants concessions, government and all those things. Government will not give. This program of 1 lakh megawatt, MNRE has broken them 40,000 rooftop. Popley was just explaining that this is industries will. No, this will not going to be successful. There is a cross subsidy. What will happen to that cross subsidy? If the industry consumes all this solar power at a cheaper rate than the power being made available to them, what will happen to domestic power? Has anybody thought about it? No. The issues have not been thought about it. Nobody is thinking comprehensively what has to be done. And the policy decisions, policy deciders, who are, I call them uneducated people, who are at the helm of affairs, they want to decide. Are we short of engineers? Are we short of professionals? Are we short of the people who don't understand who understand finance? How come that who doesn't understand, he heads the department every time? As you said, a history man is heading the Central Commission. Is electricity a history subject? There is a regulatory commission in the country. The members and chairman, none of them understands the spellings of electricity. I can share with you separately. The appointments are made. I mean, we are a committee. I will make you chairman, you become member and something like that. You see, the country's governance is poor. No other problem in this country. The issue is the governance in the country. Now, someone said, CA, Prasad was mentioning, CA's advisory. CA is not an advisory body. It is an authority under the Act. The CA chairman is categorized as ex officio secretary to the Government of India. There has not to be a secretary in the ministry. It must work as a light atomic energy commission or a railway board. But some vested interests have finally declared CA as attached office, you are only advisory. Now to judge the performance of a regulator, to judge the performance of CA, or to judge the performance of a doctor, you have to be a greater doctor to judge somebody's performance. The performance of professionals in this country is being judged by non-professionals. How can it happen? No country in the world has done it. The Japan, the UK, USA, everybody is governed by professionals. The Modi initially, when he came, he said he wants to take the services of the professionals, he wants to induct professionals, but something reverse has happened. I personally, with some of my friends, wanted to communicate this message to the top boss of the country. All of them told me, किसी का हिम्मत नहीं है वहाँ ये बात बोलने का. Nobody has got the courage to communicate to the Prime Minister that you are being misguided. Prime Minister is made to announce something which is not feasible. For example, this 1 lakh megawatt is not feasible, we know that. Where from you bring that money, who will give subsidy, who will buy that power? The present capacity of solar is not being bought by distribution company. The state regulatory commissions are made to fail, not to work by politicians or whatever you may call it. And this power is not being purchased. The investments of solar and wind have stranded in the country. But still we don't understand, we don't, just to befool, I want to use this word, they said 20,000 megawatt solar parks, 40,000 megawatt some rooftop, 20,000 megawatt unemployed youths in the country, and something industry and something like that. Whom are we befooling like that? I don't understand. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
नहीं, मैं खाली एक चीज में आपसे डिफर करूंगा. मेरी किताब को आपने अभी पढ़ा नहीं है. मैं आपकी हर चीज मान गया हूं, लेकिन जो डिनाइल ऑफ एक्सेस है उसकी बात नहीं की जा रही है इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की. हमें कहा जा रहा है कि 3%, 8%. ये सबसे बड़ा, दिस कंट्रीज बिगेस्ट फ्रॉड इज टू से दैट देयर इज एन 8% शॉर्टफॉल. And this was reported in the India Power and Energy report that me and my team produced in the year 2009. We said 50 gigawatt is the national deficit. So this non-production of power is not a deficit, it is denial of access. And the actual shortfall other than that is the economic shortfall for the country to drive the economy. So these two, so I will never agree with any of the people who sat in the past, because that time most of the people kept quiet, not you, but every of your colleagues did the same thing. Decision was taken कि we will be soft on the government. You cannot be soft on the government that you voted. You.
We are only talking about the installed power.
नहीं, एक मिनट. नहीं, एक मिनट सर, एक मिनट, मैं आ रहा हूं उस पे. Our report is very clear that 32% of the power even today is unaccounted for. ये हम सारा जानते हैं. सारी डिस्काउंट्स प्राइवेटली बात करती है, सामने बोलने को तैयार नहीं है. अच्छा, हमने अनबंडलिंग करी. व्हाट इज इट दैट वी डिड? वी सेपरेटेड द पावर जनरेशन, पावर ट्रांसमिशन एंड पावर डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन फैसिलिटी. बट हमने किया क्या? दैट्स राइट, बिल्कुल सही है. तो बेसिकली व्हाट यू डन, यू नॉट रिड्यूस द लॉसेस. व्हाट यू डन, यू ओनली सेपरेटेड द एंटिटी एंड डिसाइडेड टू एलोकेट द लॉस टू अ आइडिया कॉल्ड डिस्कॉम. नाउ डिस्कॉम्स आर डीलिंग विद कंज्यूमर्स. द एसेट कंपनी has nothing to do with this. The asset company says हमारी asset के पैसे right of way आपसे ले लेंगे. और जहां तक आपकी जनरेशन कंपनी है, अब वो भी उसको पैसा मिल जाता है, वो जनरेट करेगी तो पैसा मिलेगा. एंड किसको आपने मारा? द सेम एनटीपीसी को आपने मारा. टुडे दैट सेम इंटरव्यू दैट इज देयर इनसाइड, इट हैज गॉट कि 49 बिलियन यूनिट्स वर बैक्ड आउट बाय एनटीपीसी बिकॉज इट वाज फोर्स्ड टू बैक आउट. एंड दिस इज, आई एम सॉरी सर, इज बिकॉज ऑफ द ग्रिड कोड, नॉट बिकॉज ऑफ एनीथिंग एल्स, बिकॉज द सेम थिंग इज गोइंग टू कम एट यू नाउ. बिकॉज क्या हुआ है अब आपको, यू कैनॉट सप्लाई पावर एट दैट फ्रीक्वेंसी. डिस्कॉम से हमारा पैसा नहीं है बाई करने के लिए, लेकिन डिनायल ऑफ एक्सेस ऑफ सिटीजंस ऑफ इंडिया इन अ स्टेट लाइक महाराष्ट्र वेयर आई कम. Why I have to say? Because the most powerful state producing $280 billion of your GDP, of the total GDP value that you have in this country of $2 trillion. And $280 billion is driven by 30 gigawatt of installed capacity. In the 30 gigawatt, in Maharashtra, we have the highest losses of 35%. It's not transmission, AT&C we call it. That's the word we have used now. aggregate technical and commercial losses. And when we go further deep into it, minus the Mumbai MMR, which we call Mumbai Metropolitan Region, right, you have NCR. You get out of this, Pune rural has power cut of 8 hours, which is a rich rural belt belonging to Sharad Pawar and others. And the rest of rural Maharashtra gets 18 hours power cut. The Panchgani and that Y district gets 18 hours power cut and openly denial of access of electricity. This is an advanced state, so when we discuss Bihar, तो पता नहीं उसका क्या होगा. ये मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ ये बातें. सो गुजरात के अंदर दूसरी कहानी हो गई है. गुजरात में 6.5 करोड़ लोग हैं. कच्छ रीजन में आपका नर्मदा का चला गया, पानी भी चला गया, बिजली भी चला गया. वहां पर सोलर पार्क आया. अब मैं सवाल पूछता हूं, उसी सोलर पार्क को मैं कहता हूं कि दिस सोलर पार्क 214 megawatt, I was part of that launch. This was the year, and Hetal and my photographs are there. Last editorial you would have seen. 214 megawatt was launched on the day 19th April 2012. How many megawatt you added to that solar? So if your policy for solar was strong, why you only added 40 megawatt after that? That 214 was added in 1 year. Now let me tell you that, is it producing power? Answer is yes. So I want to counter that whole issue, because while I am supporting the I am supporting the hydro and everything, I will not push down the solar issue. Yeah, no, I'm coming to that. Because it's important to understand what I'm talking. That 5.5 to 6 hours, when we want this power today, let us not shoot down the 100 gigawatt plan. Even if the government achieves 60 gigawatt, I'm with them. On that issue, I'm with them. अगर वो 266 गीगावाट साइन किया और केवल 60 भी आ गया, क्योंकि आवर व्हाइट पेपर वाज 50 गीगावाट सोलर बाय 2022, तो भी मैं इनको पैड दूंगा कि किया, क्योंकि दैट 6 hours, it is a prime hour when the country works. When the sun rises, the country rises. When the sun sets, the country sets. In this period, whatever denial of access, because tomorrow morning, what Prasad Saab said, he said we have done damage to hydropower. इसको अभी कम से कम 10 साल सुधरने को रखेंगे सर. उसके समय में आप दूसरा डिनाइल मत करिए. लेट द सोलर कम. लेट अस नॉट पिट विद इन आवरसेल्व्स. हम पहले ये लड़ाई हुई थी, सोलर थर्मल होगा कि सोलर पीवी होगा. नहीं सर, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, आप पे मत करिए, आप बात मत करिए. मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं सब्सिडी हटाइए सोलर के लिए. मैं इसके खिलाफ हूं. ये पूरा का पूरा मॉडल ही गलत है. सोलर को कोई सब्सिडी नहीं चाहिए. सोलर का कॉस्ट अपने आप आया था. दिस वाज माय डिस्कशन एट IIT गांधीनगर, and I had predicted that it will be coming at 5 rupees. And remember one thing, what you said exactly had happened. In fact, the cost of power came down because you brought volume in the solar. Unlike आप जो विंड में कर रहे हो, आपने सोलर में नहीं करा. और मैं आपको बोल रहा हूं, I will give a quote to the government, provided you don't have land acquisition, 5 acre per megawatt आप land acquisition करेंगे, वो खरीदेंगे, आप कभी भी पावर सस्ती बना नहीं सकते. मैं ममता बनर्जी की मॉडल को समझता हूं, बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग है. उसने टाटा को हटाया, वो सही है. You know why? That land should be given for marginal farmers to continue to own in a joint venture across 25 years, so that they only get a rental for applying solar power in that area. It will be a better project than making your nano car. अच्छा, ये गए नैनो कार लेके गुजरात में, क्या इन्होंने बहुत बड़ा तीर फोड़ लिया टाटा ने? टाटा इज गेटिंग आउट फ्रॉम एवरी सर्विस. वी आर द सेम पीपल हु ट्रस्टेड. दे कैन नॉट डू प्रॉपर टेलीकॉम सर्विस. दे आर गेटिंग आउट ऑफ टेलीकॉम. Electricity, last 2 years, Enersha Awards has not given any award to the NDPLs of the world. It is a central electricity, the CSC, Calcutta, which is winning. Why? Why those utilities are winning versus these people? So I tell you, the industrialists of these countries have been unfair. What Ashwini has said, I'm coming back to that. They have only continuously ensured that their NPS are refinanced by banks. Why we are not promoting the small businessmen? Why we are not investing? हमारे कंट्री में you cannot come to a conclusion unless you work with the smaller enterprises of this country. और आपका रूफटॉप पॉलिसी है. अभी मैंने आपको बताया कि अगर राजस्थान में ये पॉलिसी इंप्लीमेंट हुई है कि आपको 1000 रुपए पर एकड़ रेंटल देना है, and if you calculate a 25-year plan where you structure this deal, then I am telling you the power will be produced at less than 1 rupee from solar. And then you talk about subsidy. I told last time also, don't give subsidy ever. 20 gigawatt आपका जो नेशनल सोलर मिशन था, I told Farooq Abdullah ji, and he agreed at that time, but unfortunately it was last time. मैंने कहा one time you give the investment subsidy on capex, which will be आपका जो current budget में है, the rural credit is 8.5 lakh crores. remove 1 lakh crore of the rural credit, give it to the 20 gigawatt and install that for once. 6 hours power on a 24/7 basis will be given to all the rural economy. Only once you will give. So when you say free power, ek hi baar karo. Don't give electricity free. Fund the capex. Why the planners? And this I have given in black and white, even to the regimes at that time. You are also part. I wrote to regulators. That time Pramod Deo was the regulator. I wrote to all of them. None of them heeded to this. You did. No, all of you were there. You did not heed to that. No, Why? When people like us, who are bodies in the country, I am the president of Renewable Energy Promotion Association. When I am asking you, as the apex body, I am equivalent to IREDA in the public domain. When I am asking you to do this, why do you put that and discard? You blame the parliament, but why our people at the affairs did not also heed to our point of view? So this denial of access, let us not talk against the poor of India. Poor of India have been contributing their time and effort. What you want them to be denied access, you want them to become subservient to all of us, and then this educated class also has misbehaved with those people. Because they want, in a different way, we feel that these people, now we say you pay for power. I am telling you, I differ. We will pay for what is right. Why should we pay? Affordable electricity is going to be the question. Why I should pay to the roof? If I don't want to pay you, I'll buy only for 3 hours that electricity. Give me the flexibility to buy the power when I want. Don't force me. I don't want 24/7 access. बहुत गलत है सर ये बात. अभी मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, अगर कोई विलेज, आज आप नाइजीरिया में देखिए, I know about a place where private sector was allowed to come and they were said, तुम अपना करोगे, you sell it. So they put diesel based power plant on heavy fuel in one location out of the, I would say, the Nairobi capital, about 20 kilometers. The hamlets around there take power when they want their kids to go to school and when they want to draw water, only that time. Rest of the time they go out to work. So they only consume for 3 hours. Now that is further being harnessed with solar power. So what this utility has done, it has not put solar on their side. They got a heavy fuel based power plant outside and solar rooftops are being put by these people. And they are reversing the power. And they have got a debit credit account now, and this utility aggregates all this. We're using heavy fuel and solar. Decentralized without grid, I'm telling you. And they are supplying power, and I tell you, everybody is paying. When they want to pay 20 rupees, they pay. When they give solar, at that time, the solar is also purchased at a heavy price there also. By the same utility, and it's private sector. Why no Indian private sector was encouraged to go to this formula? Why only the fellows who wanted quick money and want to defray their equity are being encouraged? The same set of 30 people come to the prime ministers every time and only they are heard. This is what we have to oppose. वही उसी के लड़ रहे हैं. ये पूरी मीटिंग ही उसके लिए है. मैं कह रहा हूं कि why this country only works for 30 rich people. It has to work for more number of poor people getting rich. We need more Infosys and Wipro coming from every institution, including the NITs and IITs. And it is definitely right what you said. On one point I agree with you, that technocrats should be in the area where technical is involved. And they are 100% financially, commercially, economically sound. I am a NIT alumni. I'm talking economics today. I'm not talking technical today. I talked economics. So I'm saying there are many of us, not alone. Let us all get together in this movement and let us question this government. And then the whole issue of softening, why should we soften? Yesterday, if this country is running on phase 3 model, we all don't like the Arnab Goswami program, but BRC yesterday said the highest viewed channel is that. Okay? So if highest viewed channel is because of controversies, right? So I think we should also create controversy in the right way. What is the problem with us? We want to be yes men. नहीं softly लिख दो सरकार को. भाई softly किसी ने सुना है आज तक? आप खुद कह रहे हैं कि सारी की सारी बातें डस्टबिन में डाल दी गई. तो softly लिखी गई थी. 50 साल softly कह के थक गए. नहीं वो साइफन नहीं, वो अपने लोगों को काम देंगे. नीता अंबानी will become the chairman of that same foundation. So first of all हमारे इस पे professionalism लाइए. Family businesses run कर रहे हैं, उसको खत्म करिए. उसको professionalize करिए. At least let it be like Germans, where the maximum, Germany has got 80% private companies owned by families. But families never run. It is board run. At least ये तो governance लाओ. आपके अंदर कोई governance, and you cannot put, see we are asking that we will put danda. Even your own kid, you cannot work with the danda. When you are unable to do it, such a large country of 1.2 billion will not work on that. You have to cleanse the soul of this country. But Vivekananda rightly said, that has to be done. Cleansing of the soul of this nation. हाँ, देयर मस्ट बी मूवमेंट. आप कह रहे हैं ना सरकारों को चेंज करें, अपने आप को चेंज करना बहुत जरूरी है इस वक्त. सरकारों को चेंज करना है तो, क्योंकि हम में से कोई चैलेंजर बने ना तो अपने आप कंपटीशन में सब ठीक हो जाएगा. नेता लोग, सर हमारा क्या प्रॉब्लम है सर, मैं आपको बताऊं प्रसाद साहब, क्या है कि आप लोग हमारे मोटिवेशन है. अभी भी आप लड़ रहे हैं, ठीक है, भी होप नहीं लूज कर रहे, तो आप हमसे क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं? आप हमसे एक्सपेक्ट मत करिए हम चुप रहेंगे, हम आपसे भी खतरनाक ढंग से लड़ेंगे इसमें.
से जैसे परमेश्वर साहब ने कहा कि सीए का काम मैंडेटरी है, कहा ना कि बता था परभाजी बता रहे थे, क्योंकि सीए पर्सन ने, सुनिए सीए पर्सन ने खुद कहा हमको, हमारा काम तो प्रसाद साहब एडवाइजरी, हम लोग क्या हम बोलने की हिम्मत करते हैं.
दिस इज बैड
सीए का चेयरमैन, और हमने काफी सुनाया है गवर्नमेंट में, जब मैं चेयरमैन था तो सबको बोला था कि दिस इज इनह्यूमन डिसीजन, पेपर में सब आया था कि सारा हमारा सीए उसी काम नहीं कर रहा है ठीक से, कर रहा हूं, मैं जनरल बातें कर रहा हूं, ये मेरा स्टेटमेंट पेपर में आया था कि हम इनह्यूमन डिसीजन ले रहे हैं. और सुनिए ना,
100%. देखिए नाम क्या है, सेंट्रल, व्हाट इज द नेम?
ये इंडिपेंडेंट है, लेकिन काम करने वाले, सुनिए, आपको कुर्सी दे दी जाए और वो आप डर के मारे कांपते रहिए,
ये बात
यही हो रहा है. सुनिए इंडिपेंडेंट तो सभी हैं, मैं पूछता हूं आपको कुर्सी पर बैठा दी जाए और डर के मारे आप कांपते रहिए, तो क्या हो, आगे बढ़ गया है.
यू नीड प्रसाद टाइप ऑफ अप्रोच. प्रसाद साहब का जो अप्रोच था ना कि वो उस कुर्सी को दिया गया, उसकी जिम्मेदारी ली उन्होंने, तो वो करिए आप लोग. And I think no, now I want Santosh to say a few words. Santosh Goenka, executive publisher of Indian Express, is always now a very important element of all my plan. And he also has got the same kind of feeling, Professor, we have to do something immediately. So अभी क्या है कि एक जनरेशन कह रही है immediately, और वो उसमें क्या चाहे वो एक जनरेशन जो आगे निकली है वो है, या हमारी जनरेशन जो कर रही है, या यंगस्टर्स हैं, सबकी impatience है. Be careful, the impatience is a constant phenomena for all around. And these people are not going to judge any government, be it Modi government or any government. They're not going to judge in the same way the benchmarks were laid 10 years back. Things have changed. Here we are in such a hurry, tearing hurry, that we will be unfair at times and we may throw out governments very quickly. Santoshji.
All I can say that Professor is doing what we all aspire as Indians, good Indians, to do. I mean, the work that he has done through the media, starting as a writer for one of my publications in 1995. Energy Talk was the subject. Today he is so passionate with this subject of energy because the entire government today has made the promises on the area of energy and come to power. Both his books, the India Brandished, which was released, the 4th edition was released some time back, and the current edition of Powering in Crisis. Brilliant name. I think every word that he has written in the book can be weighed in gold. 70 pages to 80 pages to put the whole perspective of power. And it is almost a blueprint for the government success. I don't know why they are not implementing. And the subject that we have been discussing for the last 8 years, he has been ceaselessly fighting for the right of every citizen access to energy. And I think now we have Prasad Ji and we have other stalwarts in the industry who are, I think they have grown younger with the 10 years. They have fought, but they look so young, so energetic. We need to now say what we have to say. Call a spade a spade. There is a forum. We are trying to energize this forum. And I think there is nothing better. I mean, let any authority be there. But if we can speak ourselves, through this platform, if you don't agree with Professor's views, do write. I think all his wisdom, his collective wisdom of the community that he has around him, he has a brilliant team of mentors, people who understand the subject backwards. I had the privilege of being at most of his seminars, and when I see the type of people in each sector, he has almost, by destiny, he has handpicked each one. The subject that he has covered in Powering in Crisis is virtually a treat to the eyes. 7 pages, the first 7 pages of his chapter 1 virtually gives you an overview. It is like telling a little child in school, this is what the power sector in India, this is the type of mix. And when I hear Prasad Ji, He has understood what the whole subject, how it has to be treated. So I think, these are the seminars around which people like you should feel that there is a media around you. I remember the early days when my grandfather fought the emergency and he wrote about things, people like Arun Shuri and others. They spoke their heart out, people who were not journalists, Ram Jethmalani, all these people, they got into writing and they broke the journalistic norms itself. But they communicated their point of view very, very strongly. I think Professor has done such a brilliant job on both his books. And if we still ask questions that what is it? And sometimes when I see the way he talks as though the country will go to dogs if you don't listen. I mean, virtually he's telling every political chap, please listen, otherwise this is your last chance. I mean, that is the passion with which he talks, and these forums are nothing but, I think these forums have to get action now. And better beware, everybody in power, beware if you're not listening. That's the story. It is all today. I believe that we have to say ourselves, we are empowered people. As citizens of this country, we can talk what we want. We are not being critical for critical sake. We want to put the best we have. And people, I don't know why more people should not come to such seminars. When everything is there, here every presentation has had white paper, actionable white paper. People can just follow the points. If they disagree with that, come back again and debate and discuss. But it's too much. I mean, people have to start listening. Otherwise, they are going to fail. So we are empowered people. We must read the chapters of this book. It's brilliantly written. I'll tell you, it's been updated like word by word. Every word is gold. 70 pages, the story of energy sector, the subsectors of energy. Everything is brilliantly put. I mean, I am not praising him because I have known him, but I can tell you as a person who has nurtured 100 trade journals so far, I think he is like the beacon of light. He has got the best in his hands. The people around him, I mean, I've watched them over the last 7 years. Brilliantly, they speak their heart out. Can you see the passion that flows here? Please don't get disheartened. There are areas of technicalities which he has simplified in the book. It's very simple. If you read it and you ask the next question, let's put an intelligent question to Professor and ask him, okay, why do you say this much? Why not this much? In fact, when I see some of the old books that he has written and what the government is doing in some area, the nomenclature they are using is virtually the same, as though it's a reflection. I'm amazed how he does that. Sometime in the car when we travel, we joke about certain things and say, my God, this is what is going to happen. It's almost like a futurologist talking. That is the passion that this man has. He's, according to me, if there is someone who can articulate so beautifully on the economy, on the energy sector, it is him. And energy sector holds the key to governments. Let us not take it lightly. I think we have a brilliant chance over here. Each of us, as a consumer, forget about understanding even. Just look at it as a consumer. The human factor is very important. I think if you look at it from the consumption angle, what is happening? Access to energy. Go to a village. See what it means. When Prasadji talks about the problem in the villages and the thing, you start understanding about the frequency. A lot of these terminologies are almost like yarn which will resurrect the entire country. We need to do something. You're talking of education. Without electricity, where will you have education? And media people, as someone has commented, I think they need to learn, otherwise they're going to be almost disconnected. There will be no one reading their magazines or papers. So here we have a wonderful chance. Let's not talk about the existing media people. I think there are good and bad, but I say that relevant media of the kind that Professor is coming out with is the answer, is the solution. Who can describe the whole scenario in 70 pages? Because we are in an internet era. Nobody reads too much. Now he's put all his publications even on the Facebook. I think you need to, this group and the people who are connected with him need to then write to him about issues, about things. Our silence is going to be dangerous. Let's not be silent now. Let's talk. Thank you.
See, one of the things that we have done is we have made everything digital. Our publications are available on issue.com, which is a German site. You can see Marconomy. You have to just put www.issue.com and /Inertia Journal. You get Inertia. All my magazines are there. And we are first one to do. In fact, Infra TV, the YouTube location has 200 videos. The last week's book launch is already there, where Khanduri Saab came. Wonderful program we had. So And before that, we had Prakash Javadekar. It's not that when the minister comes, it does not happen. The first 1 hour, the minister got through. And we kept the dignity that वो जब है, तो उनको अपने अच्छे से मूड में जाने दें. लेकिन जो बाकी 2 घंटे का वीडियो देखा, तो ministers, because the environment ministry is not pressurized for climate change, the other ministry, the lot of blasting has happened. So it is not that we are softening. We are not. And there are issues. At least yesterday, they came up with the RPO. I will tell you 30,000 crores worth of RPO liability are lying in this country, and every regulator has become a combination of a Dhritarashtra and Gandhari, as I told you. They kept quiet. Because what happened, the end consumer was billed for electricity. So now I am going tangentially opposite to what Verma ji said. That was collected by all discoms, private and public sector. In fact, 80% public sector discoms. And even the generating stations in places like Chhattisgarh did not buy. And the only one fellow who fought was S.K. Shukla, the director of CREDA. It was very, very simple. These organizations also labeled very beautifully. IREDA is a nice name. But Tamil Nadu is TEDA. तो टेढ़ा ही है. हाँ? गुजरात गेड़ा तो गेला ही है. महाराष्ट्र इज मेड़ा तो वो मजे में है. ठीक है. और जो क्रेडिबल है वो क्रेडा, वो क्रेडिबल है. उस बेचारे ने, शुक्ला ने लड़ाई करी अपने स्टेट से, कोल प्रोड्यूसिंग स्टेट. और दोनों का क्या प्रॉब्लम है? Gujarat and Chhattisgarh are surplus states. So that feeling of the old, this fight I had with Surya P. Sethi, that time he was the advisor, Planning Commission. And I blasted him. I said, it is people like you, if there is a law, you should be sent to jail for opposing solar. And the other man I opposed was R.V. Shahi. He was the first technocrat who came in and destroyed the opportunities of all technocrats, because he was no different from an IAS officer only. What he did, he was worse than the IAS officers. And I tell you, they are all praising Suresh Prabhu. But the same Suresh Prabhu, today also, his fundamental blunder was open access. वहां गोल 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 जलेबी बना दी उन्होंने. ऐसी जलेबी बनाई बाहर निकले ही नहीं, और अभी भी वो जलेबी चल रही है. तो when open access वाली बात आई, you have to give danda that no state, if I am, let's say XYZ company, I have got a captive power plant located in Maharashtra, and neighboring Gujarat में मेरी consuming facility है. मैं अगर एक बार right of way grid का, अगर मैं I am paying the right of way to the grid, which is basically the transmission charge, which we call, a lot of names are given, but basically it's the right to transport, and I am right to use the infrastructure. So there will be a fixed cost and there will be a per unit tariff. If this is reasonably nominally shared, I tell you, then I cannot be stopped from sending power from Maharashtra into Gujarat. Now what happens in the condition today, when I am sitting here, the biggest denial of access to common businesses is happening in Gujarat. Open access is openly being denied by the Energy Minister of Gujarat. Number one. अब इसका सवाल क्या करिए? सबसे पहले क्रिमिनल एक्ट उन्होंने किया है, केस करेंगे. वही स्टेट आज गलत कर रहा है. और दूसरी चीज है, सोलर को डिस्करेज कर रहे हैं. जो मोदी का प्लान 100 गीगावाट सोलर का है, गुजरात में 1 गीगावाट लगने नहीं दे रहे. एंड देयर आर केसेस which has come to us at Inertia, and we are challenging it, where what is happening, if I am a manufacturer, I don't want the grid power and I want to put a power which is cheaper, you are telling नहीं आपको हमारा लेना पड़ेगा, हमने किस लिए लगाया है. And I am very stunned that people at the head of the transmission and this are doing all these things. Now this will not be allowed. In a liberal democratic environment is not allowed. It's behaving like a dictator. So you have excess power. And then earlier we criticized that Maharashtra has got 7,000 gigawatt of shortfall in spite of having 30 gigawatt. Because you see the skewed model here. Western India is most industrialized. Maharashtra has got some 12 crore population consuming, having an installed capacity access of 30 gigawatt. Gujarat has 29 gigawatt with 6.5 crores. So you know what's happening, right? So we have a 7,000 megawatt of minimum access denial in Maharashtra. That results in very poor people being sent off the grid because उनकी consumption केवल 20%, 30% होती है. Rural economy को आप पहले बाहर भेजते हैं. I'm not talking of the rich farmers of Baramati, where Sharad Pawar and others belong. I'm talking of the poor in Nandurbar and other places who never get electricity, right? What happens? This denial of access can be straight away matched because Gujarat has got exactly the same amount of surplus. But what now stops? Earlier it was said that Gujarat or Maharashtra में government अलग है. Now this same government, what is stopping? I think the Modi government must introspect here. कि अब क्या problem हो गई है? वहाँ आपके मुख्यमंत्री हैं, वहाँ भी आपके मुख्यमंत्री हैं, तो अब क्यों नहीं ले रहे हैं? अब क्यों नहीं डील? हाँ? सर है सर सब कुछ है. सर वेस्टर्न इंडिया का जो कैपेसिटी ट्रांसफर है इट इज फार हायर देन द अदर्स, इनफैक्ट इट इज साउथ मस्ट कंप्लेन, लेकिन वो कब तक रहेगी? ये सवाल है ना सर कि आप इतने अब बड़ी बड़ी बातें कर रहे हैं लेकिन ये चीज आप छोटी सी चीज सॉल्व नहीं कर रहे। सो पहले खाली हमने पॉलिटिक्स खेल ली, उसके बाद हम इस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व नहीं कर, जब नेबरिंग स्टेट ही ट्रांसफर नहीं कर पा रहा है, आप साउथ से नॉर्थ और ईस्ट में जाने की क्यों बात कर रहे हैं? टुडे द ग्रिड ट्रांसपोर्टेबिलिटी इज अंडर ड्यूरेस।
हमारे यहाँ the problem is of peak power. Let us understand that.
राइट, दैट आई एग्री।
The problem is not of lean power. Now, this power which is available, I am not saying it is right or wrong. Question is the distribution company does not want to buy a costly power. Now, if it was available on a peak hour, they would buy it by force. I mean, they would be compelled to buy that. Now they are very easy to refuse that because we don't need your power because I have to shut down my other station, etc. So this problems, you may call it an administrative or psychological problem, has to be got over. Now, similarly in Tamil Nadu, for example, Tamil Nadu, so much of wind is there, but wind is being refused. Now, the wind developers are also behaving in a particular way. They say that we want banking of power, okay, bank the power, but they want to draw the power when there is a peak demand. So this doesn't match with my requirement and your requirement.
No, I agree with that. All of that is fine.
There are those issues have to be sorted out. I'm not saying anything else.
नहीं, मैं तो सर एक बड़ी प्लेन बात कर रहा हूं, मैं ये बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूं। मैंने अभी थोड़ी देर पहले एक सॉल्यूशन दिया जो भूल गए हम लोग। आई सेड आपका जो किसान और पुअर पर्सन है उसकी जो डिनाइल ऑफ एक्सेस है इट इज ओनली क्लोज टू 25 to 30 गीगावाट ऑफ योर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इंस्टॉल्ड कैपेसिटी। आप रोज रोज उसी को भेज रहे हैं और पॉलिटिकल इशू हो रही है। आज आपका 80% पावर इज बीइंग कंज्यूम्ड बाय द इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट अर्बन एलिट because energy access denial is happening to the very poor, and it is going to be a major political issue because every government can lose, and there is a direct solution. There is no need to do this free power business. In fact, what you have to do is you have to do the infrastructure access for 6-7 hours जो उनको चाहिए दिन में, और रात को उनको जो बिजली चाहिए off grid जो है ना उनका, they can operate off grid, and this can only come from ideas like solar. You can't export. नहीं, मैं आपको उल्टी बात कह रहा हूं। मैं कह रहा हूं पेमेंट की क्या जरूरत है? नहीं, आपको कह रहा हूं आप समझ ही नहीं रहे हैं। 20 गीगावाट यू इंस्टॉल वंस, 1 lakh crore. आई सेड रिमूव फ्रॉम योर बजटरी दिस थिंग, इंक्रीज द फिस्कल डेफिसिट, लेट अदर्स गो टू एज इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर। एक बार आप रोज फ्री पावर दे रहे हैं। अभी भी आपने बोला कि हमको अभी भी यूटिलिटी को पैसा नहीं दिया जाता है, प्रॉमिस करते हैं पहला इंस्टॉलमेंट आता है दूसरा नहीं देते हैं, फिर वही वी आर गोइंग इन लाइक अ जलेबी इन द सेम एरिया। हम एक बार आप लगाइए इसको 20 गीगावाट। मैं तो अभी लिखने वाला हूं मोदी जी को ऑफिशियली।
Why discoms are getting bankrupt? ट्विटर पे मैंने दिया है बिकॉज आवर फ्रीक्वेंसी जो है सो बैलेंस नहीं हो रहा है। फ्रीक्वेंसी जब लो होता है तो रेट बहुत हाई होता है। ग्रिड कोड कोई समझता नहीं इस देश के अंदर।
राइट,
असल चीज तो समझते नहीं है कोई, क्यों लाइन काटता है, किसे कॉस्टली पावर हो जाता है।
राइट, बिकॉज दे कैन नॉट ड्रॉ एट द लोअर वन बिकॉज वेरी कॉस्टली, व्हिच ही एक्सप्लेन्ड।
इस कंट्री का मिक्स ठीक करना है।
राइट,
जब आपको एक्सेस पावर है तो पंप स्टोरेज बनाओ, लो पावर है तो स्टोरेज प्रोजेक्ट बनाओ।
That's right.
Nobody understanding the fundamental of the engineering.
नहीं,
Fundamental they are failing unnecessarily. सबको क्या करना है कि आप हाइडल प्रोजेक्ट जो रिजर्वायर है उसको बनाइए, आप पंप स्टोरेज को बनाइए, जो इतना पावर है बैलेंस कीजिए फ्रीक्वेंसी को।
नहीं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ क्या
Consumer को जो
विडम्बना
रेट
है।
देते हैं फ्रीक्वेंसी बेस्ड नहीं है। कंज्यूमर को जो रेट देते हैं फिक्स्ड है, और आपको डिस्कम जो पावर खरीदता है वो वेरिएबल है।
Right.
एक वेरिएबल एक फिक्स
कैसे काम करेगा?
फंडामेंटल को समझिए।
एब्सोल्युटली राइट।
Try to understand the fundamental
Agreed.
why there is a problem. Gujarat, why there is no problem? Because in Gujarat there is 5,000 megawatt gas power project, whereas in other parts of the country is not there. Try to understand this point.
मैं क्या कह रहा हूं, आपके यहां हम बैठे थे सूरत के अंदर, उधना के अंदर। आई वॉज सिटिंग इन हिज ऑफिस एंड ही ऑलवेज यूज्ड टू कंप्लेन that his place gets power cut on a constant basis, and I'm telling you the same Gujarat government has been unable to solve his factory location. Udna is the oldest industrial location, and power cut happens every 2 hours, and the kind of losses they are making they are not able to solve. This was not existing before. अब ज्यादा हो गए हैं। इन्होंने recorded history भेजी है, उसके बाद भी solution नहीं निकला है। So what I'm trying to tell you ना सर, यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है, बातें बड़ी हो रही हैं, और जब हम उनको दिखाते बुला के we called JETCO, you know, we literally talked to Negi ji, we have access, we said you find out why Udra is, they have not been able to give solution till now. I'm
दे
sorry.
ही नहीं सकते हैं।
हाँ।
पावर का सॉल्यूशन होने वाला नहीं है किसी से। भगवान आके भी सॉल्व नहीं कर पाएंगे, जैसा एटीट्यूड हमारे मंत्रियों का है। भगवान भी नहीं समझा सकते हैं। समझ try to understand the fundamental of the engineering is being challenged.
Yes.
And that is the reason of people are not getting proper power and quality power. That is the whole problem of poverty in India. Just I am raising
I will
my
not label him.
voice. I am writing on the Twitters. I am
He's warning,
writing
he's
on the
warning,
various
sir.
forums,
He's not lost hope.
And I am just praying that let wisdom will come to the people
Exactly.
so that they can solve
He's
the
not lost
problem.
hope. He is not
Now
lost hope.
people are enjoying the post of the ministers. I have always talked who has abused every top officials in the government or private sector also. I have always told private sector will never make hydro all the time. And Burma is witness. I have told this: the hydro cannot be made by private sector because lot of things are required. Lot of variables are there. Lot of problems are there. Thermal they can make, nuclear they can make, but they cannot make हाइड्रो। ये तो हमको एक आज बहुत लोगों ने लिखा, मेरे जो सपोर्टर्स थे, कि पहाड़ इसके लिए 156 इंच का सीना चाहिए। So people have written, just see, वैल्यू नहीं समझते हैं ये लोग। और अभी क्या है कि प्रेजेंट गवर्नमेंट से उम्मीदें थी, बट ये भी नहीं समझ रही है कि क्या प्रॉब्लम है।
देखिए, this is a forum where you have to make a very conscious solution of a problem.
Yes, yes.
Just by saying this, the solution नहीं निकलेगा. I agree with Mr. Prasad that you must build hydro, is okay. But today, the country's 40,000 megawatt is not running. You cannot say power is not available, number one. Number two, you are saying that they are refusing this 7,000 megawatt to flow into this one. Not that Gujarat is short of power. You must answer that this 7,000 megawatt electricity, if it is solar, will cost 10 crores.
No, it is not solar. I'm sorry, you are doing the wrong thing.
No, which is that power?
No, मैंने solar बोला ही नहीं है. मैंने कहा है कि गुजरात के पास excess capacity 7,000 megawatt की है. Please do not confuse the issue. I think you are obsessed with
But
the solar
who will
issue.
pay for it is my raise the question.
It is not a question of pay. I tell you, it is industrial power that we are demanding. We are shutting off our industry for 2 days. You do not even understand the Maharashtra problem. You know, we have Vilasrao Deshmukh, none other than them, have asked their industrial location to shut down for 2 days and resulting in the GDP failure in Maharashtra. Maharashtra, we are not demanding power for the poor. Poor का power तो आप भेज ही नहीं रहे हैं.
Subsidy.
No, I am giving a solution. See, that is not fair because you listen to people who are giving the solution. I am saying when you are denying access to the poor, 20 gigawatt of solar, which was your first national mission, execute through a capex formula with a 3.5% interest at the national level with 30-year spread. When you can get Punjab National Bank to give a housing loan at such rate, 7 or 8% and 30 years for poor people, for mass housing, why can't you have the same formula for solar? Why people after people and policy makers after policy makers have denied this access? Because उनका उतना ही डिमांड है, उनका उससे ऊपर डिमांड नहीं है. आप उसको बोलेंगे 10 रुपए मिलेगा, वो जिंदगी में नहीं लेगा. वो तो वहां पर यूपी में तो पैसा ही नहीं देता है, बिहार में तो मार देता है लोगों को.
Subsidy issue has to be solved.
नहीं, मैं
You are
सब्सिडी
saying
देने की बात ही नहीं कर रहा हूँ.
3.5%.
I am not giving.
3.5% is also subsidy.
नहीं, it is not subsidy. See, that is no. I don't. You live.
मेयर साहब, हम एक चीज समझाते हैं, जस्ट समझिए बात को, सब झगड़ा किस बात की है?
नहीं, झगड़ा कुछ नहीं है
झगड़ा
सर.
नहीं गुजार है। पावर सेक्टर का जो सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है कि आपको फ्रीक्वेंसी बैलेंस करना। वर्मा साहब खुद वहां पर ग्रिड कोड बनाए हैं, इनको उस पर है कि ग्रिड कोड पावर की कमी क्यों नहीं है?
सर,
कमी तो
कैपेसिटी नहीं है,
कमी
हाइड्रो नहीं,
तभी
ग्रिड कोड
इसलिए
बना रहे हैं.
पावर की कमी है तभी फ्रीक्वेंसी कम होता है। देखिए
15% आपका
आपको
खुद का हाइड्रो
समझना
नीचे आ गया, आप
पड़ेगा,
ग्रिड कोड बना रहे हो, उस ग्रिड कोड का क्या फायदा?
समझना पड़ेगा कि आपको थर्मल और न्यूक्लियर से जब चाहे जनरेशन घटाना बढ़ाना नहीं कर सकते हैं। ये करने के लिए हाइड्रो एंड गैस की जरूरत है। फंडामेंटल समझने की कोशिश
प्रसाद साहब,
फंडामेंटल से तो दूर भाग के आप काम कर रहे हैं। एक चीज आप ये चीज समझिए कि कोई भी रूलर कंट्री में अगर 5 साल के लिए आया है तो वे काम नहीं करेगा कि हमारे 5 साल के बाद कंट्री का सर्वनाश हो जाए। कर रहा है तो गलत कर रहा है, इसको रोकना है।
नहीं सर, लेकिन किसी दूसरे ने नहीं किया.
Set the proper mix. जब तक proper mix नहीं आएगा, without unbiasedly, because all the governments wants, they first wanted NDA came, then UPA came, and again then UPA came. What they want? They wanted to show that we are giving power. They from thermal switch over to gas. From gas now again they know that it is not coming.
Now another solar
gas
has
is
come.
not there. They are not coming to solar. And solar, whether it is possible, with Mr. Poplia, I am not against with this solar, but I wanted to know from Mr. Popli Sahab, and I gave him the hint also, that what was the basis, how it is viable. Have you taken care of the cost of the land after the land bill? then it is going to the 5 times of the cost
This
of
is
this
the question
land.
I asked.
Then whether it will be viable
हमारे-
at the time?
नहीं, हमारे जो रूलर हैं, सुनिए, टेक्नोक्रेट, रूलर, ब्यूरोक्रेट, सारे वर्ल्ड में हर जगह घूमते हैं, हर जगह का सर्टन प्रिंसिपल्स है, उसको आप डिनाई नहीं कर सकते हैं। सवाल है, देखिए, सोलर अपॉर्चुनिटी है, 4 घंटा 6 घंटा के लिए आ गया, पावर चाहिए 24 घंटा, विंड कभी आ गया कभी नहीं आया, अनसर्टेनिटी है। सर्टेनिटी क्या है? न्यूक्लियर है, थर्मल है, हाइड्रो है, गैस
हाइड्रो तो बहुत है,
58% 4 है जो पक्का है कि रहेगा जैसे आएगा। अब इसके नेचर को देखते हुए इस पर प्रेशर देना है, बाकी तो आपको पर्सनल बर्तन है, खाते रहिए, चटनी खाइए और मिठाई खाइए, फेंक दीजिए, वो है। आपको फंडामेंटल को समझना पड़ेगा और इसको समझते हुए दुनिया को बताना है हाइड्रो में भी रिजर्वायर एंड पंप स्टोरेज और गैस।
सर मैं आपकी बात
सोल्यूशन वेरिएबल सोल्यूशन करेगा। बिजली जो पैदा करते हैं एनर्जी है, नहीं खर्चा कीजिएगा तब मरिएगा, कम खर्चा कीजिएगा तब मरिएगा, ज्यादा खर्चा करिएगा तब मरिएगा। आपको बैलेंस करना है। एक नाला बड़ा चल रहा है नदी का, अगर पुल बना दिया और डिस्ट्रीब्यूटिव नहीं बनाइएगा, पानी सबको तोड़ देगा, वही है एनर्जी पैदा करते हैं।
Sir, I am not against CA. I am not against CA, but for the last 15 years or say for the last 10 years, CA is telling there is a lot of potential in hydro,
But nothing is
They
done.
are also proposing, but nothing is coming out.
नहीं, मूर्खों का राज है तो क्या कीजिएगा?
That is
How can it happen? I can't give you tariff on a money which you have taken for yourself for some purpose. And none of those projects is coming, this has been allocated. So such are the hindrances in building the hydro, number one. Number two, I appreciate Prasad ji is saying that proper mix and all. But I want to just submit in a very humble manner, this 40-60 or some ratio of hydrothermal was relevant in the olden time when we did not connect our grids. Five grids we did not interconnect. Now this diversity of grid is helping us, and we can. I'm not saying that we should not bring hydro, but I am saying that 40-60 ratio we can manage because the total grid is interconnected now. The southern grid is also interconnected with certain constraints are there. So therefore, and there is a flexibility in operation of the thermal stations that they can take 60 to 100, 60 to 100, you can do that. But you can't ask them to come to 20% if this 1 lakh megawatt or something is being injected in one state, in Gujarat or Rajasthan or somewhere which are rich.
that is dangerous.
That is very dangerous. So my only issue is that can we answer those questions? Can we sort out the total answer to such grid problems as he raised? Grid problems are there.
Right.
You cannot go on shouting on one issue. I will appreciate that you give me an answer to those questions and we can sort it.
वर्मा जी
ये
ने
मुझे
कहा
नहीं
ना
चाहिए।
कि प्रसाद जी जब थे तो जब हाइड्रो आपको अरुणाचल प्रदेश में नहीं बनने, गलत बात है। मेरे जाने के बाद सुन लीजिए, आपको सही मारा हो जाइए, मेरे जाने के बाद क्या किया गया सुनिए,
हमने साहब ने रिप्रेजेंट किया, मैंने भी किया।
आपको समझने की कोशिश कीजिए, झूठ गलत बोल करके मिसलीड आदमी को नहीं करना चाहिए।
राइट।
मैं जब था, हाइड्रो का प्रोजेक्ट आया था, अरुणाचल में काम चल रहा था, कोई दिक्कत नहीं थी और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट से बनता नहीं है कहीं हाइड्रो प्रोजेक्ट, 2 बनाया है बहुत छोटा मोटा और
Right.
बहुत कम करने वाला। आपको हाइड्रो प्रोजेक्ट बनाने में कुछ नहीं है, डिसीजन जरा बहुत टफ होता है, जरा डिसीजन लेना पड़ेगा, अकल लगानी पड़ती है। वर्मा जी तो सीए में काम किए, फील्ड में काम नहीं किए हैं, को नहीं मालूम कि फील्ड का डिफिकल्टी क्या है। आपको हाइड्रो का सेक्टर जो था मैंने बनाया और मैं बिल्कुल बता रहा हूं कि मेरा काम कहीं रुकता नहीं था, लेकिन उस समय वाइल्ड लवी ने बहुत काम किया कि प्रसाद साहब का एक्सटेंशन क्यों मिलेगा बियॉन्ड 60, डुबाओ इसको। और उस समय बहुत सी पॉलिटिक्स थी और उस समय टेक्निकल आदमी हमारा सेक्रेटरी था जो प्राइवेट को देना चाहता था, प्राइवेट को प्रोजेक्ट सब दे दिया गया पैसा लेकर के, और उसके बाद जो है सब प्रोजेक्ट बंद हो गया। मुझसे पूछिए, सब प्राइवेट को दे दिया गया। वर्मा साहब कहते हैं कि स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कंकरेंट सब्जेक्ट है, ऐसा बात नहीं है। कंकरेंट सब्जेक्ट होता है, एनएचपीसी क्यों बनाया गया, निपको क्यों बनाया गया, सत्ता जल विद्युत क्यों बनाया गया।
क्या है कि आपका जो बात है 200% रखा गया है, और आपको यह भी मालूम है ऑल द ब्लडी पेपर्स रोट इन गुजरात इन द सेम कॉन्क्लेव लास्ट टाइम फ्रॉम बड़ौदा। लेकिन आज हम एनर्जी एक्सेस और डिनाइल की बात कर रहे हैं। आई एम सेइंग द प्रॉब्लम इज मल्टीफोल्ड टुडे। If 80% of your citizens who barely need electricity, they can be satisfied with solar, you should first get this low-hanging fruit and solve it. My opinion. So we should not attack. हम क्या कर रहे हैं, हम हाइड्रो को पिट कर रहे हैं सोलर से, सोलर को पिट करते हैं न्यूक्लियर से, न्यूक्लियर को पिट करते हैं हाइड्रो से। हम तो चैप्टर ही लिख दिया हाइड्रो पे। नहीं बिल्कुल, लेकिन मैं क्या कह रहा हूं आप समझो, फंडामेंटल पे आप भी बात कर रहे हैं, मैं भी बात कर रहा हूं, लेट्स नॉट बी अनफेयर आल्सो। आज 10 साल पिछली रजीम के कान में जू तक नहीं रहेंगे। और मैं इसी फोरम पे लाया था, पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी लेड बाय मुलायम सिंह यादव ने इतनी अच्छी रिपोर्ट दी हाइड्रो की स्टेटस के ऊपर, हमने यहां डिस्कस भी किया उसका। दैट पेपर नाउ इट हैज गॉन टू वेयर इट हैज गॉन अंडरग्राउंड। द पेपर क्लियरली सेज इट वाज अ पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी ऑन हाइड्रो ऑफ द प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट चेंज, कमिटीज डू नॉट चेंज। अभी भी पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी बन रही है एनर्जी की, किरीट सोमैया उसके चीफ। किरीट सोमैया मुझे प्राइवेटली कहते हैं, अय्यर साहब मैं इस मुद्दे पे बोलना ही नहीं चाहूंगा, मेरे अच्छे दोस्त हैं। मैंने कहा क्यों? कहते हैं हंस पड़े, आपको पता है मैं क्यों नहीं बोलूंगा। तो ये दिस इज सफिशिएंट एविडेंस।
नेशन के प्रति ऑनेस्ट नहीं हम
ऑनेस्ट नहीं सर, मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, स्टैंडिंग कमेटी चेयरमैन वो बोले मैं स्टैंडिंग कमेटी में बोलूंगा, यहां नहीं बोलूंगा। क्यों? क्योंकि उसके अंदर भी पॉलिटिक्स है। आई डोंट वांट टू एलैबोरेट इट।
ने अनाउंस कर दिया दिल्ली रेगुलेटरी कमीशन, नाउ पीपल आर अपोजिंग इट, दे से वी विल जनरेट पावर, व्हाई शुड यू बाय एट 5 rupees 50 paisa फ्रॉम अस, यू गिव अस हायर रेट, बट when the power is supplied to the distribution company they want lower rate, so this two standards will not do.
Agreed.
So
I'm saying agreed.
So
I'm
ये
not saying
ये भी वही कंज्यूमर्स हैं, ये वही कंज्यूमर्स हैं जिनको आप कह रहे हैं कि
नहीं
उनको
सर, वो
पावर
ऐसा
इज
नहीं है
बीइंग
सर।
डिनाइड।
अभी मैं आपको बता रहा हूं सर, ये बड़ा गलत हो रहा है कि वी आर अटैकिंग अवर मार्केट इंस्टेड ऑफ मेकिंग द मार्केट अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इज रिक्वायर्ड। जो सुबह बात हुई थी, आज हम एंड कंक्लूजन पे क्या पहुंच रहे हैं? हम उसी कंज्यूमर को अटैक कर रहे हैं जो आपसे बिजली, अगर वो आपसे बिजली लेना ही नहीं चाहता तो आपका वहां वजूद ही नहीं है। तो मैं कह रहा हूं डोंट
नहीं,
ट्राई
अटैक
टू
नहीं
क्लोज योर आईज।
आई एम सेइंग सॉल्यूशन एंड एजुकेशन।
तो सॉल्यूशन की बात मैं कह रहा हूं कि टुडे डोंट एक्सपेक्ट अ फार्मर हु हैज नो डिस्पोजेबल इनकम टू वर्क इन द सीके प्रहलाद मोड ऑफ बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड। बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड बॉटम्स आउट फॉरएवर। दिस इज अ वेरी बिग जोक। बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट, बॉटम ऑफ द पिरामिड इज सर्वाइविंग। उससे आप कह रहे हैं कि आप हाई कॉस्ट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ले, तो ये हमारी विडंबना नहीं, हमारी बेवकूफी होगी कि हम उसको कहें कि तो 8 रुपए की बिजली जो सर्वाइवल के लिए दो, वो चोरी करेगा। हमें यार बहुत सोचना पड़ेगा। इस तरह से हम ऐसे बातें करें विदाउट अंडरस्टैंडिंग देयर इज टू नहीं, दैट आई एम गोइंग टू आंसर, बट आई एम सेइंग डोंट go to the extreme as policy makers and just go ahead with discounting this consumer who is going to be the man who is going to pay for electricity, whether he pays 2 rupees or 10 rupees. Next question. सबसे पहले आप उनके खिलाफ एक एटीट्यूड रही है सरकारों के अंदर, और मैं बिल्कुल दो टूक कहूंगा कि ये एटीट्यूड ने बर्बाद किया है और ये इंडिया पाकिस्तान रहा है। कंज्यूमर को आप बोल रहे हो तुम लो, एंड वी आर बेसिकली देयरफॉर बाय डिफॉल्ट while talking every day we are again going back to supporting the same profit mongers who do not want to produce electricity at comfortable or affordable prices. So I will not support this kind of industrialization because I am saying अगर ये हाइड्रो आता तो आज 38 पैसे में तुम्हें पावर मिलता है जैसे आपका भाकरा है, या 58 पैसे मिलता है जैसे है। तो ये योगेंद्र प्रसाद वाली बात मुझे ठीक लगती है, लेकिन मैं इनको कह रहा हूं मेरी विडंबना या इनकी विडंबना ये है, अब हम आज बात कर रहे हैं, अब 5 साल में तो मोदी कोई नहीं मिलेगा, उसको 7 साल का प्रोग्राम बनाना पड़ेगा हाइड्रो का, चाहे वो हारे चाहे जीते, ही शुड, हाँ 10 साल। दूसरा प्लान बी, सोलर को आप रिजेक्ट मत करिए काइंडली। मैं आपको नहीं बोल रहा हूं, मैं सबको बोल रहा हूं, मैं एक सबको कह रहा हूं सोलर इज डेफिनेट आंसर, बट दिस गवर्नमेंट इज जिंगोइस्टिक व्हेन इट सेज इट विल डू 200 gigawatt 360। आई टेल यू इफ इट डज 50 देन आल्सो प्रोफेसर विल से कांग्रेचुलेशंस। 50 gigawatt करे तो भी कांग्रेचुलेशन बोलूंगा मैं, फर्क है। आधी बात मत करिए मिस्टर भाई। नहीं मैं रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा हूं, आधी बात नहीं है, पूरी बात कह रहा हूं मैं।
90% of the solar power is not being paid today also.
सर ये आप I'll tell you, I'll say नहीं, I am saying you are wrong. I am openly telling you are wrong because I want to नहीं, you show me the data. What are you talking? You must support your data. नहीं, you give me, there were no data. I am telling you, I am openly telling you. सोलर गुजरात में परचेस हो रहा है कि नहीं हो रहा है? सोलर के पैसे दे रहे हैं कि नहीं दे रहे? 15 रुपए ग्रिड को मिल रहा है कि नहीं मिल रहा? What is the problem? I'll explain to you the problem now. Not pay upfront for it. So this continues to happen. So उसकी solution क्या है? Political issue है. इसकी solution है one time investment in an infrastructure through a different proposed model which I have proposed already. Financially it's viable. We have formula for that. So constantly don't talk of the same old subject which is now वो घिसा पिटा डोल चल ही नहीं रहा है आपका। आप जो कह रहे हैं ना कि भैया फिर अल्टीमेटली हम सोलर के खिलाफ बातें करेंगे, जो आ रहा है वो भी बंद हो जाएगा। See, there are two subjects here. One is the off-grid distributed solar. The second discussion is on-grid solar. This is solid state power. It is an option definitely to unclean coal. See, आप अभी कोल की बात कर रहे हैं, अल्ट्रा मेगा पावर में मैं आपको बोलता हूं, लिख के देता हूं कि कोल हैंडलिंग के अंदर हमारे यहाँ हाई ऐश कंटेंट है, उसका कोई सोल्यूशन नहीं है। यू आर ट्रांसपोर्टिंग ऐश विथ एनर्जी, You are not talking of that. The cost of this is not being added to that environmental cost. And नहीं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ, environmental costs are not added to that. Hydro is environmentally very good. It is not sensitive.
The thermal plants are basically like NTPC is doing it. Open cast mines are there, so identify the cost of transportation of this coal as well as the power. That's why they are having admittance.
नहीं, now people have come to calculation of not transporting ash. So they want coal washing. वॉशरीज नाउ हमारे पास वॉशरीज जो है वो वॉशरीज एक सोल्यूशन है, लेकिन इस कंट्री में कैपेसिटी नहीं होती वॉशिंग की कोल की. दूसरा, योर ओन कोल, द इंडिजिनस कोल्स कैलोरीफिक वैल्यूज हाफ ऑफ ऑस्ट्रेलियन कोल, 6000 किलो कैलोरीज पर किलोग्राम. योर कोल इज हाफ एज एफिशिएंट, 3000 किलो कैलोरीज पर किलोग्राम. And that is the second problem. And the third problem is a very high ash content, 58% at some sites and 38 to 40% at others. So when it burns, you have a problem of environmental hazard, and every farmer, this is a 1.2 billion country, will come against you. So it is not...
Mr. Iyer, आप देखिए, आप बहुत बोल लीजिए, कोई बात नहीं है.
सर मैं
no, just a minute. No, I sort it. मैं सत्य आपको बताता हूँ, सत्य क्या है. सुन लीजिए. No, just a minute. I just now found out from those who are keeping an account of solar REC, 18 lakhs of solar REC are there. उसमें से 5000 बिके हैं.
Opposing REC, please be careful. Don't try to put things, ठीकरा मत फोड़िए किसी के सिर पे. REC हमने oppose किया tooth and nail. REC में हमने इसलिए oppose किया. Right 5 years back, Renewable Energy Association and me and my body, which is sitting here, logically opposed REC when you are all sitting there. Why? Because you cannot invest in a depreciating asset. हर बार सोलर का कॉस्ट कम आएगा. आप जब कमाएगा REC बेचेंगे कैसे आप?
When the REC was introduced, the tariffs were going down, the costs were going down, and when you have a floor price for different kinds, then the people who are coming later into the business, nobody will buy the earlier one RECs and the new one will buy. But now in today's case, nobody is buying anything.
REC means that if the cost of solar power is 7 rupees, if you want to sell this power, a rule is made that you can sell this power at an average price of procurement of last year by the distribution company, which is say 2 rupees. Now 5 rupees remains to be recovered. That solar fellow who has invested money, he is yet to recover the cost of this power. That cost of power he has to recover by selling REC in the market. This REC is not sold. So this power, what does he do? That investor, he has invested that. Actually solar power is not sold that way. His money remains to be recovered. His money, what he sells, instead of 7 rupees, if he sells at 2 rupees, then 5 rupees remains to be recovered. Otherwise he can't sell his power. This is what I mean.
I agree with all that, but I am saying on the day one when REC came, me and TC have opposed REC as a non-financial and non-economic idea. Am I right, sir? Right. I said at that time, ki allow solar, don't kill solar like wind. To these very people, and Verma Sahab was sitting there. मैंने अभी ये कुछ नहीं बोला तो इनकी गलती है. उस समय मैंने कहा कि ये नहीं करिए, आप ये REC काइंड ऑफ मैकेनिज्म मत लाइए, क्योंकि इन्होंने क्या किया, क्योटो प्रोटोकॉल मर रहा था, एक खाना पूर्ति का काम कर दिया कि दे वांटेड एन अल्टरनेटिव नेशनल protocol. National protocol became renewable energy certificate. And the only fellow who could actually trade in this was Indian Energy Exchange. Those representatives are not here. So we knew that time.
He was here.
Okay. So Rajesh accepted my point of view. Rajesh was the only man who understood what I was telling. I told him कि आपके यहाँ trading ही नहीं होगी, इसकी last में मुसीबत आ जाएगी, क्योंकि solar का cost नीचे आ रहा था. And the whole policy in Gujarat was to up the ante, bring this, we can hate Chinese or anything, but उनके आने से cost नीचे आई, और कॉस्ट के नीचे आने से हमारे को अफोर्डेबल पावर मिलने का चांस मिला. आज मैं आपको बता रहा हूं, टुडे व्हेन आई एम स्टैंडिंग हियर, UAE हैज गॉट अ ऑफर लास्ट वीक फॉर अ लार्जेस्ट 1000 megawatt PV system at 3.5 rupees per unit. What is the structure? That is what, see, people are stopping me because these people probably either there is some agenda, या फिर आप अगर हमको सुनना नहीं चाहते, या आप यंगस्टर्स को सुनना नहीं चाहते जो आपसे ज्यादा सोच रहे हैं, तो आपकी मुसीबत है, क्योंकि हमारी टांग कब्र में लटकी नहीं है. I am saying that Rajasthan had a policy कि जमीन खरीदिए मत, 30 years के लीज पे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट होगा, वो जो भी स्टेक होल्डर्स है वो आपके पार्टनर बनेंगे, शेयर होल्डर्स इशू होगा, स्ट्रक्चर मैं बना सकता हूं उसका. उसमें क्या होगा, 30 साल में आपको 1000 रुपया पर एकड़ में जमीन मिलेगी.
बट वो बंजर जमीन सारी पड़ी है, वो तो वैसे ही दे रहे हैं.
नहीं, वो तो यार हमारे महाराष्ट्र में भी है बंजर जमीन, मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा जहां खेती नहीं हो पाती. आज देखिए लैंड एक्विजिशन का सारा प्रॉब्लम क्या हो गया, नाउ मीडिया इज यूजिंग इट, मिसयूजिंग इट. मैं आपको बता रहा हूं कि आज 18% हमने वो लैंड एक्विजिशन के बारे में अच्छा आर्टिकल लिखा है, हमने कहा विदाउट लैंड एक्विजिशन यू कैन नॉट डू एनीथिंग, जो प्रसाद कह रहे हैं। 18% आज फार्मर केवल इन्वॉल्व है फार्मिंग में, जो डेटा दिया जा रहा है कि 70% इन्वॉल्व है, दैट इज गॉन, बिकॉज this is the reality of this country. You have to go down and see whether they do farming at all. In fact, I have got people who have left farming and they become my drivers. They are from remote corners of Bihar. You know, I got a Muslim boy who's my driver who said, sir, खेती कोई नहीं करेगा, क्योंकि क्यों नहीं करना चाहता है, कहता है सब जाना चाहता है शहर में। I asked him why. He says, sir, खेती में इतना पैसा लग जाता है और उतना रिटर्न्स नहीं है, हमको नहीं मिल रहा है। तो मैं कहता हूं क्या, और कहते हैं सर वो हमारी अगली जनरेशन में फिर वो दोस डील्स आर डन ऑन वर्बल बेसिस कि लैंड किसको कितना मिलेगा और जमीन बांट दी जाती है, सब कुछ हो जाता है। तो ये जो असली मुसीबत है, इकोनॉमिस्ट पीपल लाइक मी हैव स्पोकन, आई स्पोक एग्रेसिवली, देयर इज गुरचरण दास हु ट्राइड टू एक्सप्लेन टू मिस्टर अर्नब गोस्वामी ऑन टाइम्स नाउ, बट ही एंश्योर्ड कि उसकी बात नहीं सुनी जाएगी। तो ये वाली बातें हैं। तो लैंड एक्विजिशन इस प्रॉब्लम में जब तक रहेगी, ऑल्टरनेट पॉलिसी क्या है, आप एक्वायरी मत करो, आप क्या करो, उसको लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वॉल्व करो। लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वॉल्व करेगा तो उसकी बंजर जमीन को उसको कंटिन्यूस पैसा मिलेगा, एक दिन में खा भी नहीं जाएगा, दारू नहीं पिएगा, है वो मजाक है, ऑडी को बोलते हैं 5 बांगड़ी 6 बांगड़ी वाली गाड़ी है, बैंगन इन गुजरात बोलते हैं ना, 4 बांगड़ी 6 बांगड़ी वाली गाड़ी लाते हैं, वो नहीं लाएंगे। वो फिर क्या करेंगे, उसको धीरे धीरे स्पेंड करेंगे, बिकॉज व्हेन यू गिव मनी टुगेदर द माफियाइजेशन हैपेंस। एंड टुडे वी हैव ब्रॉट इन पब्लिक डोमेन दिस डिस्कशन, सो डोंट कट डाउन द फोरम इनटू अ सिचुएशन where some people in the past have done certain things and then they have a football match at this forum. So kindly do not use this. Go for what Prasad is saying. Prasad's idea is correct, because if you don't have hydropower, you are doomed, because वही एक सस्ता power है, जो 58% conversion ratio है hydropower का. So I will not agree with Verma sah's position कि अब हम balance कर सकते हैं, मैं नहीं मानता उसको.
Sir, Professor, here I have a suggestion. If we have the data, if we have the data, how much power we require after 5 years or so, and so
it's
2020 it's there, right?
It is there.
So can we segregate wind, solar, and thermal, nuclear?
100%.
Because thermal, nuclear, all are under government control. So we can give the suggestions to the government. These are the requirements, and this in hydro we need this much, and we can go for the hydro
I'll
plants.
tell you, in 2009 I produced such a report. That report was handed over free of charge. Almost 1,000 copies I distributed with the government of India, including the Planning Commission, Ministry of Power, Dr. Monte Kalwali again, after the book again, everything was given. But I am telling you, मतलब कान में जू रेंगते नहीं है ना, ये हुआ, लेकिन मैं नहीं बोल रहा हूँ ये होगा नहीं, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ होगा नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है. We are again doing this. What is the process here? Why we are meeting? Why we are doing all these things? There is a series here. I did the RPO meeting. RPO, I called the environment minister, right? Now this meeting, we did not want this. We wanted people to open up, right? Now what has happened, we have discussed almost all the issues, and only I want to hear the smart grid issue from a man who knows smart grid. उनका मेरे को 10 मिनट सुनना है कि smart grid का क्या होगा, क्योंकि we need to understand कि ये क्या कह रहे हैं. It is not that we are in disagreement of doing what we want to do. We are in disagreement on issues, but not on personal disagreements here. Nobody is और हम ये सारा देंगे सरकार.
What about the T&D losses, which is very high? I just read it.
Yeah. Because see, I tell you, what plan earlier they had was to reduce to 15% in the 11th plan itself. You sir, just make your presentation on smart. And then I would like VK Garg Saab to speak, on the stage. And Garg Saab will wind up what he feels, what we should do,
Good afternoon, friends. First of all, I would like to thank Professor Iyerji to give an opportunity to come over here and talk. And everybody knows about that. Electricity is directly linked to the GDP of any country, no doubt about it. And again, the country plays this reliability as the foremost, topmost agenda for any developed countries. In fact, they say that any interruption in power supply is related directly will have impact on GDP. Say suppose the power supply is reduced by few days, it will have a very serious impact. And they went to the extent of that how many minutes it is tolerable. When you come back to the example of countries like Japan or Korea, they say that any customer may see only 4 minutes interruption in 1 year. That means your reliability index will go to 99.49 or 59, that kind of things. But you will never see it also. Sometime you will never see that interruption. There is no concept called that captive power generation or UPS, all such things. So that is the thing. So that's a country planning going like that. When we talk about these many projects not coming up, though I am not competent to say that very stalwarts have talked about it, delay in development, then timely clearances, all such things play a role. And of course, planning the systems is very, very important, but we have state electricity boards and central utility and so many things. Whether you go in a proper way of planning studies. The example is that somebody was talking about wind generation in Tamil Nadu. You see that the generation capacity is 7,000, but you have a transmission capacity is only 5,000. So there is a serious lacuna in this planning itself. So it is a small example that to what extent we go to leave these particular studies. I do not know whether the proper planning study is done to see that the generation capacity or bottleneck in this transmission is taken care of. And they are talking about this time taken to concept to commissioning. If you see that countries like a few countries, they have reduced drastically their time. When we talk about 5 to 6 years, the Chinese and other countries, they reduce it almost half. We should go in that direction. When you come back to this, the losses in this country, distribution is one of the messed up system in our country, and transmission is to some extent is comparable to the rest of the world in terms of losses. But when come back to the distribution, it is disproportionate. And of course, some private players are doing good work. If you happen to see that country like Korea, the distribution loss is somewhere around 4 to 5% or still less. It goes to state that we are not following these best practices. There is no technology involved in reducing these losses. It is only best practices. Something like then distribution transformers, whether we are trying to reduce the losses or we are putting the proper transformers, because it is going to be there for 24/7, whether we are placing proper rated transformers which consumes losses, not there, and the conductor strengthening, all such, even connection matters. Even small connection, they demonstrated that what's the percentage of losses taking place in connecting your wire to this main line. So friends, it goes like that, but in the recent time people are talking about reducing the losses. What are the ways and means? One is that proper monitoring, observation and controlling where exactly the losses are going out. So when that things was going on, automation came into very handy. Automation in the sense you start with this metering automation. They talked about AMR. Then they said that it's not that specific to automated meter reading, it is advanced metering infrastructure. It went beyond the home. That was a thing. But finally, all over the world, people have gone very systematically. It is not that all of a sudden they come to particular things. They systematically they have done it. First and foremost is that the metering has to be standardized. And you go to that AMR level, AMR automated meter reading, then you standardize that, then you go to automated advanced metering infrastructure. It again one stage goes. Then again you start substation automation, then you go to this distribution automation.
Excuse me, sir. This automatic meter reading, I think in South African countries it's happening since ages. Why it's not in India?
Yes, sir. As mentioned that this everyone has their own interest. So it said that I do not know whether any metering companies are present here, with the exception that the metering companies, they don't like to standardize on that, because there lies this business opportunity. If you say that I supply meter, you buy software from me and rest of the systems. So they don't like to standardize, and it took about almost 10 years time to standardize a metering itself. is something like you have a plug, you have a socket, a 220 volts mean anybody connect it and you take it. But you see that the mobile, you have various connection, various things, so they don't like you to standardize, and that way they think that some kind of business is attributed, so they were not allowing this country to standardize. So friends, when we talk about the smart grid, we have not standardized even meter. Just now it has been standardized with this IEC 62056. It took about 10 years time. We have not stabilized it. And again, related communication, we have to standardize it. So we have to go stage by stage we need to go. But what we done is, we are talking about automatic meter reading. We are not standardized. Immediately we jump down to advanced metering infrastructure. That has gone, so we have left this one. So whether advanced metering infrastructure is working, we do not know. And when we talk about substation automation, that also not standardized. When you want to have a smart grid framework, the information need to be flow seamlessly from one end to another. Forget about home automation, which other countries have gone very depth. I think we will take another 10 to 15 years down the line. So we need to understand fully, thoroughly about all the complexities, and we go step by step, standardizing standardizing all the equipment which goes into the systems. That needs a courage and conviction to implement from government of point of view. Thank you very much.
I will request P.K. Agarwal ji and V.K. Garg Saab to come and honor all the speakers today. Please come forward, sir. And may I request the first one for Santosh Goenka ji. First, a small appreciation for Santosh Goenka. Please give a big hand. Photo please. Next one for Yogendra Prasad, none other than the stalwarts. The next one for Sri Murugeshan. Murugeshan led CPRI brilliantly. The next one for Sri V.S. Verma ji for making the discussion very lively today. Thank you, sir, once again. Another one for T.C. Arora, because Arora Sahab has seen the world. Today we heard him less, but he has spoken a lot. So many of the videos, if you can go and have a look, and contributed to solar in this country in a big way. The next one for Ashwini Dhar. Ashwini, lovely friend, wonderful gentleman, always stood with us since the birth of inertia. Always stood with us. Thank you, Ashwini, once again. May I now request Hetal to come forward, please, to honor our two other guests, P.K. Agarwal ji. The next one for Agarwal Sahab. We would have loved to hear him actually. मैं जरूर उनको 2 मिनट जरूर दूंगा इसके बाद. For Shri V.K. Garg, who has been absolutely a regular over the last 3 issues, and we are bringing up all these papers, will take his help. I also want to honor the Surat alumnus who have come. Small appreciation from our end, please. Please give a big hand. Thanks for the association supporting us. Thank you once again. Thank you once again for NIT Kurukshetra. We are celebrating Brijesh. Thank you once again. And with this, I think we have one more, because one of our friends was sitting and he is on the other side today, and I want it for PVSN Murthy. May I request Santosh Goenka to honor Murthy ji. Murthy sahab, please आइए. May I request S.K. Shukla ji, the former ED of Tehri, to please come over, please. And S.C. Sharma ji, again Tehri. So a project that saved Delhi. Then I have one small one, Santosh ji. I think we should give it to my school friend, Sandeep Gulati, please. And may I also request another of my very good friends who is here today, J.K. Mehta. And please let us honor J.K. J.K. has been silent, he's been there, but we are old friends. You know, and J.K. runs the South Asian Forum for Energy Efficiency. गर्ग साहब थोड़ी बात सर 2 मिनट लेकिन जरूर आपकी सुनेंगे.
Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Just 2 small observations. One is, everybody puts an industry, every industrialist. He puts a car factory, a biscuit factory, a toothpaste factory, but nobody gives him a subsidy, and he never expects a subsidy. He produces a product and his product is sold on merit. But when it comes to power, everybody expects a subsidy, whether it is a generator, whether it is distributor, whether it is consumer. Everybody is on the same boat, wants cheap power, wants subsidized power. Why? Why this psych? A mobile telephone, prepaid connection, it is connected. One runs for a recharge. Why not to have a prepaid meter for electricity and set the things at rest? The biggest problem of power sector today is conversion of current into currency. Because the current doesn't get converted into currency, and hence the losses of the DISCOMs, and DISCOMs are not able to pay, and hence the generator doesn't get paid, the transmitter doesn't get paid, and you have the crisis. The most wonderful thing is today, with this reverse auction of the coal, the generator says, gentlemen, not only I will give you the power, I will also give you the money. I mean, this is something like you go to buy a packet of biscuit, the seller gives you a packet of biscuits and also 10 rupees along with it to eat it. The net result is the auction that has been done will result in a loss of only 96,000 crore rupees over the next 25 years to these generators. Now, why they have done it? Three things. One is either they will start their plant, deliver the power, and they will be under scheduling, so at least they will recover their fixed costs which otherwise they had to shell out from their balance sheet. The second point comes when it comes to funding, because it has already been elaborated that the IPP has no stake today. Through the group EPC, he has already recovered the entire money upfront, including his not only the equity, much more icing on the cake. So he is not bothered whether the project runs or it doesn't run, because it is the standard money, the public sector bank's money. The issue today is how to salvage it. When we look at solar or wind, in wind, yes, we did give 100% this thing, the capacity got created, but there was no account of how many million units generated. Then Subramaniam was the Secretary of MNRE. I wrote to him, I said, Baba, at least ask, what is the generation? You are giving the investment allowance left and right. Then this GBI was introduced. And with the GBI, similar thing was introduced for solar. In the solar today, when it was introduced, the concept was that the consumer will be asked to pay only 4.5 rupees, and the difference between the 4.5 rupee and the cost of solar power will be met by the government. And that statement was made, but the budget provisions were not made. With the result, the DISCOM has supplied the power, but not got paid. The DISCOM came to the regulator, projected for the RPO that I will purchase the renewable power and the solar power, and when it went with the power purchase cost, the entire thing was eaten away by the costly solar power purchase on the short term from the exchanges. With the result, renewable power remains where it was. It was never purchased. The amount got spent. And when it came to review and the true-up, they were paid. The solar generator and the renewable generator, they remain where they were. The difference which should have come from the government never came. And it is running in 2 areas. And when computed, it may be more than 50,000 crores as on today. So with this, I would like to cut short and say thank you.
Thank you.